I'm not even going to lie to you. I like originally even looking at this, I didn't even want to pick Paddy, but because honestly, every BSD fight, I feel like I come to fade him. But bro, this camp, he just looks ass. Like, I don't know. I'm going off a feeling at this point. We could go off performances real quick though. Let me talk about his performances. His last five has pretty much looked good, but I'm also looking at his last five and I'm like, all right, you get a washed ass Benil Darush, who by the way I'm never big on. Was never big on. Me personally, I was never big on Benil. But you beat a washed Benil. Okay, Herb Deem stoppage. Okay, you beat Ruffy, which is honestly your best win in the last five. Very good win. I was actually on Ruffy in this one, but he did a good job in going forward with the game plan. Remember, Ruffy is a striker though. This is his first test against a grappler. Okay, boom. Well, I don't want to say his first test, but his first real big test. He beats Dan Hooker just recently, which we'll look at, and then his other fight is against Kyle Prepelic, and then Renato Moicano, which I'm not gonna lie, got beat the fuck up this fight. And if we're gonna be real, out of these five, Moicano was the best grappler. And out of these five, Paddy Pimlet is the second best grappler. Out of these five people, Paddy Pimlet is probably second best grappler. I'm not saying he's great, but I'm just saying how ass BSD's like past five fights have been. Um, Again, I'm giving him the Ruffy win, but when we talk about how this fight is like gonna be, it's obviously gonna be a fight on the ground. Um, and with this is a 3 round fight, right? 3 round fight. I'm not big on BSD's gas tank. He pushes the pace, but I don't know why. Because his gas tank isn't even a pace to like he can't even like push the pace with his gas tank fully. He's not a bad fighter. He's just a fighter that likes to get like down and dirty. And the thing about like the thing about Paddy Pimlet is that like he's kind of he just got through a fight like that, a fight where he had to get dirty in and tried to get dirty in, and a bad loss against Justin Gagey. But again, it's Justin Gagey. Paddy did good in the aspect of taking like the amount of damage he did. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of the things that surprised me the most about Paddy, uh, in that Justin Gagey fight. And if I didn't see this Justin Gagey fight, I would have been like, man, if BSD gets him on the ground and like starts hitting him with some heavy elbows or like strikes, Paddy might be too soy and he might not be able to take that damage. But with a fight like Justin Gagey, he was hit with a lot of great punches, should have been out of there. I want to go Paddy Pimlet off of the fact that I think he could weather the storm for how long BSD is, the short amount of time BSD is good in those beginning rounds. And then I think Paddy could also at the same time weather the storm and put on his own game plan. And I think he could. Paddy's a slick ass grappler. Um, in my opinion, I feel like I would have to choose Paddy here. BSD's the type of he's a very like sticky type of. No, I would say actually Paddy's a sticky grappler, and BSD is more the type of like I would say he's position over submission. I would say he's position over submission. Can BSD push the pace on someone like Paddy? He pushed the pace against someone like Dan Hooker, but Dan Hooker never had a good lower base. And if I had to bring up anything good about Paddy is the fact that he has a good lower base. It's a decent lower base. I don't know, dude. These guys both suck. These guys both suck. To be honest, I wouldn't even want to bet this. I don't think I am gonna bet this. Actually, I'm not gonna bet this. You know what? I was gonna break down this fight. I'm gonna enter a prediction now. I'm not even gonna overthink this. I'm gonna go Paddy. There's no way I could go BSD in this time of age. And I'm gonna go Paddy by decision. But I'm not betting this fight. I'm not betting this fight. I'm not touching this fight at all because there's no point. There's so many great fights on this card that are way more telling than this shitty ass fight on the co-main. It's gonna be a very nice fight to just watch. But I'm not betting this. There's no way. There's no way. You guys have to have betting discipline. And when it comes to shit like this, I know you guys want to bet. You know, we're going to talk about this right now, actually. When it comes to betting, there's actually a thing that you have to have discipline. Betting is taking over the world right now, and in a bad way. There's a lot of people betting on stupid shit, and there's a lot of people losing their money like never before. Because betting is so marketed now and is so easily accessible. But to another point, if you do bet, you have to have discipline. And this is one of those fights you don't fucking bet. Because for what? For even odds, you're going to bet BSD. For even odds. And for underdog potential odds, you're going to bet Paddy Pimblett against BSD. Like, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. And the most, honestly, I would put in this fight is a fucking lotto. And a lotto is like $5. I would never put anything more than, I would just never put this in my main parlay. I wanted to bring that up because I think betting discipline is a thing. Like, you gotta have betting discipline, bro. And if you don't, you can't bet. That's the only way. But like, it's so easy to say. It's so easy to say. So anyone who, if you bet this fight, bro, you have an issue. Serious issue. Unless you have a read, bro. But there's no way you could get a read on this because, again, BSD's second test against a grappler, maybe third test against a grappler in the UFC. He's 9-3 in the UFC. Paddy Pimblett is coming off of a learning loss. And before that, Paddy Pimblett was looking great. I love Paddy Pimblett's ability to. I've always loved, like, even though you could talk shit about Paddy, you could say everything about Paddy, but I've always loved his grappling. He has that sticky grappling where, like, one position, if you're late on one position, he's already there. And that's a problem. I think for someone like BSD, especially if it gets to like second round, midway second round, where like BSD is like sloppy on movements and like if the pace is pushed, tired. I don't think he'll gas out in this fight just because this fight's pace might be a little bit different, knowing that they're both dangerous on the ground. I think Paddy might look decent in the striking, and I think if it does get to the ground, I think Paddy might look good at there too. But like, my thing is, how is he gonna implement his ground game? Is he gonna be offensive or is he gonna be defensive with it? And I feel like he might be defensive with it. I feel like he might come with his improved, a little bit improved boxing, and then I think as BSD maybe struggles with range, or just might not get comfortable in the kickboxing aspect, might not find the timing, especially in round one. I think we could see BSD attempt takedowns, and I think if he does that, I think Paddy has a lot of reversals, and I think he's pretty good. I don't know how good he is off his back. That could be an issue, but I don't know, man. For this one, I gotta go Paddy Pimblett. For this one, I have to. I think I have to. I think I really have to. It's gonna be a fight that actually I could see going into the third round or a decision. But we'll see. I'm gonna go Paddy Pimblett decision. And if I absolutely had to put a number on this, out of 10, Paddy's gonna get a 2.9 out of 10, man. 2.9 out of 10, almost a 3, but he's gonna get a 2.9 out of 10. I might say this fight will be entertaining. I think it will. Paddy Pimblett versus BSD. Let me know what you guys think.